There are 33% people in the whole world whose blood group is a positive. Such people died more during the time of COVID-19. Science Direct, a study has been published that people whose blood group is a positive can die even from a minor disease, be it a viral infection. So in the case of COVID-19, 40% of the people who died from the disease had a positive blood group. In 2007, a 42-year-old Canadian man surprised surgeons at St. Paul's Hospital in Vancouver when dark green blood started flowing from his body, instead of red during the operation. An accident victim came to a hospital in Switzerland. He was being operated upon so that he could be saved, but the doctor later found out that his blood group was Rh-null, which is called golden blood. This blood group is found in only 43 people out of 8 billion people in the world. Golden blood was needed to save this patient, but golden blood was not available in any blood bank in Switzerland. The patient's condition was continuously deteriorating. But finally, the Swiss doctor found this golden blood donor, but he was in Paris, 435 miles away from Switzerland. Therefore, to save the life of this patient, the Swiss doctor treated him between the borders of France and Switzerland so that the life of this patient could be saved. But do you know that this Rh-null blood group is the most dangerous blood group in the world? Because there are only 43 people in the whole world whose blood group is Rh-null. If these 43 people give their blood group to any other blood group, then their body can accept this blood group. But if any of these 43 people need blood, then they will need only Rh-null blood. Because their body will not accept any other blood group. That is why there are only these 43 people in the whole world who can save their lives by giving their golden blood to each other. That is why this is also called the most dangerous blood group in the world. If you're thinking that your survival is due to not having the Rh-null blood type, I'd say you're mistaken. In fact, your blood type changes 3 times over the course of your life. From birth to death, and no, this isn't just a rumor. Years ago, a doctor encountered a case where a boy's blood type shifted from O at age 8 to O by the time he turned 25. There are 2 main reasons why this happens. The first involves antigens. Right after birth, the antigenic traces on red blood cells are minimal. As we grow, these antigenic markers become more pronounced, leading to the identification of a specific blood type. However, over time, these antigenic markers can diminish, which is why, in some cases, a person's blood type can change after several years. And its second reason is stem cell transplant, bone marrow transplant. Normally, 95% of the blood cells in our body are produced by the bone marrow. Now, as soon as we transplant the bone marrow, the new bone marrow produces new RBCs and the blood group changes. But this happens in very few cases. The maximum use of bone marrow transplant can be done on cancer patients. In 2007, a 42-year-old Canadian man surprised surgeons at Vancouver's St. Paul's Hospital when he bled dark green, not red, during an operation. The unusual phenomenon was attributed to a rare condition called sulfhemoglobinemia, which occurs when sulfur becomes incorporated into hemoglobin, the protein responsible for carrying oxygen in the blood. The patient was taking high doses of the migraine medication sumatriptan, which is believed to have caused the condition due to its sulfonamide component. Let me share something that isn't widely known. Even though your blood type might change if you undergo a bone marrow transplant, your blood type can still influence your health throughout your life. Specifically, people with the A blood group may have a higher susceptibility to certain diseases. Research suggests that individuals with a blood type might have an increased risk of developing various types of cancer. This is thought to be due to the way antigens in the A blood type can more readily bind with certain viruses or pathogens, potentially triggering cancerous changes. However, it's not just a blood that's at risk. B and AB blood types also show some increased risk, though to a lesser extent, due to similar binding tendencies with these harmful agents. But having O blood type doesn't mean you're completely safe. People with O blood type might have a lower risk of some cancers, but they are more susceptible to heart disease, including the possibility of sudden heart attacks. In the end, each blood type comes with its own set of health risks and benefits, emphasizing the importance of regular health checkups and a healthy lifestyle for everyone, regardless of blood type. In earlier times, before the discovery of blood groups, people experimented with various forms of transfusions, though these attempts were often dangerous. One notable case occurred in 1667, when the French physician Jean-Baptiste Denis performed one of the first animal-to-human blood transfusions. He transfused sheep's blood into a 15-year-old boy, and later into a pregnant woman. While both survived the initial transfusion, They suffered severe anemia, likely due to the incompatibility between the animal blood and their own. This led to the abandonment of such practices, and the procedure was stopped. Later, a different and equally dangerous practice emerged: bloodletting. This involved draining a person's blood in an attempt to cure illnesses, as it was believed that bad blood was the cause of the sickness. A famous case involved George Washington, the first president of the United States, who fell ill in 1799. His physicians drained a significant amount of blood from his body in an attempt to cure him, but this likely contributed to his death. The discovery of blood groups by Carl Landsteiner in 1901 revolutionized blood transfusions, making them safer by allowing doctors to match donor and recipient blood types properly. However, due to the increasing global population and the ongoing shortage of donated blood, researchers are exploring alternative sources for transfusions. One area of research involves animal blood, specifically the blood of marine lugworms, Rh-null marina. These lugworms have hemoglobin that can carry 40 times more oxygen than humans' hemoglobin. For example, human hemoglobin can hold 4 oxygen molecules at a time, while lugworm hemoglobin can carry 156 oxygen molecules. In 2016, lugworm blood was used in organ transplants, and the results were promising, with patients showing rapid recovery and significant improvements. Currently, scientists are studying the potential of lugworm blood for human transfusions. They are exploring ways to produce blood that is compatible with humans, which could help alleviate the global blood shortage. If successful, this could be a major breakthrough, providing much-needed support for patients worldwide who are waiting for blood donations.